I started having Nicorette because Moshe has it, and now I'm addicted to Nicorette.
It's psychotic. I used it. You're tuned into the Endless Honeymoon podcast, and our friend Gareth Reynolds is here.
Hi.
That's how we always start, by the way.
It's great.
I was a smoker.
Yeah.
And I quit smoking by using Nicorette.
Right.
And then Natasha would nudge me and go, hey, can I get a chew? I go, why would you develop?
Wait, I called it a chew?
Yeah, you would always say that. Can I get a chaw?
That sounds like a quote, yeah.
That is a quote. That's her voice.
I mean, I could picture you saying that, obviously.
That's you.
That tracks completely.
Dude, I think, why would you develop a nicotine habit with the tool that is
Why
used?
not, babe?
Yeah, good point.
Why not?
It's because life is fucked, man.
Now, did you ever smoke?
Oh, yeah. But I'm one of those people who smoked one cigarette for 25 years. One cigarette a day.
Yeah.
You know,
drove
and then
people like me crazy.
Yeah, people like
the
Moshe.
worst.
And then I'm like, oh, Moshe can't live. He can't do that. So I can never go off.
You could do whatever you want. It's not going to affect me. I'm never smoking again. COVID taught me that.
Yeah, I'm done.
I obviously COVID was fake and stuff.
Yeah.
But
government did it.
But lungs. I go, oh right, lungs are super important. Don't fuck with your lungs.
And then you're done chewing the nicotine now?
No, I got
You're
2
still on
nicotine pods in my mouth right now.
Did you say 2 Wicotine?
2.
Are you being cute, or is that the name of a brand?
No, I'm young, and we call it Wicotine.
That is awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I love that.
You're older, dude, so you don't get...
No, I know the Wicotine. Yeah.
Oh, you know about Wicotine?
Big time,
Yeah,
dude.
that's
Our
cool.
7-year-old is always like, Mom, Dad's pods are everywhere.
Yeah, I got
He
these.
has pods on the floor. They're in his drawers. They're all over the kitchen table. Why does he have so many pods?
Well, the thing is, I don't know where she got the information.
Oh, don't open it. Hold on. I made this mistake. There's used ones.
There
in
is
half
a
of it.
chamber.
I would love to have a
Don't
look.
do that.
There's a. That's the clean chamber.
Oh, yeah. This is clean.
You got to
Yeah.
look
But
at
you
that.
have a dirty patch?
There's a
There's a
dirty chamber.
dirty
I'll show you.
chamber.
It's a
Oh
little.
my
It's
God.
like a hidden room.
What a strange.
There's none
that's
in
where
there.
you put, that seems fairly organized.
Thank
I
you.
mean, I'm used to them
for
now
a
because
nightmare.
they're in cup holders and for
Yeah.
a nightmare.
You want to know nightmare?
Yeah.
The chamber,
Uh-huh.
because you put your old soggy pods in there. If you forget about it for a while, when you open it up, a lot of mold. A lot of mold in there.
Christ.
Yeah, with the things we do for love.
Not for each other, for your love of nicotine.
That's right.
Wow. Okay.
I'm glad to have you on the podcast
you
because
sure?
yes,
Thank you.
yes, because we're in a sensitive time in our nation's history. You're a political guy, and you were extremely involved in the decision to get Jimmy Kimmel fired. That was like a
No. The
you were-
American I was involved in getting the metrics that made the American public made the decision, and I okayed it. Yeah.
I see. So you could have gone either way, but you had to listen to the people.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, what he said was out of line.
Yeah.
And he's been a bit of a loudmouth for a while. But
So-
the American people made the decision by not watching the low ratings experiment.
Uh-huh.
And it was time.
Yeah.
And I think we're entering a new era. I mean, have you even watched Gutfeld?
Oh, Gutfeld is very funny.
great.
The guys, have you watched Gutfeld?
I've been on Gutfeld, boys.
You've been
have
on
you really?
Gutfeld?
I'm a little older
did
than
you
you.
We're doing
No.
a bit. We're doing a bit. All of a
No.
sudden, this got
You've
very
been
real.
on Gutfeld.
Couple times.
Not new Gutfeld.
Oh, it was a long time ago, and it's funny because I do
It is
remember.
funny.
No,
The show, I've always found it to be quite funny.
If
No.
it's nothing else, it's funny.
It's funny.
For sure.
Here's what was interesting about it. It was just I would just come on as a comedian commentator and have
Right.
some pre-written things I'd worked on about topics he wanted to discuss, and I would always stick up for whatever side I wanted to. But I probably did it twice. But the point is, no one used to talk to the right. He was the only
Yeah.
one. And every comedy show, every TV thing, entertainment was for the left, it felt. And now it's shifting.
Yeah, no, it is. Well, it's also strange when you see people make the decision to try to get on Gutfeld. With
Nowadays.
now, because it definitely seems
Which
like
comedians do we know who are on it?
That's a great question. Name names.
I know some comedians who are on it. Natasha is my
Natasha
favorite.
was
Natasha's
one of the
done
best.
it a
That's been
lot.
That was 20 years ago. And I did have a viral moment. I think I made, by the way, don't look this up. I think I was making fun of some woman with no teeth or something, something like Chelsea Lately style.
Right.
But,
You went
who
viral
else?
on Gutfeld?
No, I didn't go.
That is quite a brag.
It's quite a reveal. This is going to be our 10th anniversary.
I'm always surprised what you don't know about each other.
It's going to be 10 years. Our 10-year anniversary is actually next week. And
guys,
I did not
Go
know
on
she'd
Gutfeld
done.
together.
Oh, that would be nice to do.
IMDb me. I have over 100 credits. All right. I have
Oh, wow.
way
Whoa,
more.
whoa,
No,
whoa.
This is not a good thing. It just means that I've done everything.
That
now,
is a good thing.
Yeah,
no,
that's
I'm
so
trying
funny.
to exercise my right to say no. That's my new thing.
That's not going to work in the new Gutfeld era.
Would you do Gutfeld? Okay, would you do
Yes.
Gutfeld for...
Yes.
Be real.
No.
Okay, would you do Gutfeld for $400,000?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay, would you?
Yeah,
do,
people are going to Riyadh for like a quarter of that.
I was going to ask you, would you go to Saudi
No,
Arabia?
I wouldn't do that. Well,
400.
I
Two
would.
shows, 400 each.
I would donate a lot of it.
To what?
Riyadh.
Back to Riyadh?
Yeah, in order. I love what they do, human rights wise. I would love to see.
You
that.
donate it back to the Crown Prince?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Bin Salman is an awesome guy. I would not do it. I would not do it just because I think I have carved out a zone where I think people who my fans, I think, would be very disappointed.
They would be
But
mad.
it is really weird to watch people do it. I don't have a
funny
lot
idea
of
to
fans.
lose your niche audience. You know,
Yeah,
like we
it
work
is.
so hard to cultivate.
And then you just, for one cash out, just go, fuck it. I would not do it. Would you do it?
I would not do it with the name Moshe Kasher, I'll tell you
Who
that.
would you perform as?
Gareth Reynolds would be great, actually.
No, you can't do that.
No, it would be great because it's got such a Gentile sort of tinge to it.
Well, then I want to change my answer if you're going there to perform as me. Would you do it, Natasha?
Yeah, that's a
No.
good question. Why not?
I don't even want to fly to Atlanta.
Is it the flight that stops you? It's not the human rights abuse?
No, that just the fear.
That's
The
what,
fear of-
Are you
okay.
kidding? She did Gutfeld. She loves the human rights abuses.
He's great.
That-
I mean,
he's
I
our-
would, would you do Gutfeld now?
No.
Okay. I like how every
I don't even
want to
do this podcast. No, I
I
don't want to
can
do
tell.
anything. No, I my new pursuit is leisure.
Yes.
Uh-huh. You okay, what do you do other than
We have
comedy?
2 years left.
You think?
Enjoy yourself.
2 years of
Well,
Trump or existence?
Life
Ex-
as
I
we
think she
know
means
it. I
existence.
think that
Yeah.
think there's going to be a split very soon, and I think it's already happened. And it's like
What do you see it as? Do you see like
robot
an actual,
people,
Yeah.
Robot people?
people who love robots like you.
Oh, I see.
You love robots?
It's not that. I've expressed it many times. It's that my faith in humanity is 0.
Right.
And my faith in AI is 5. So it's
Your
not
faith in humanity. What about the humanity like that's in your tight circle?
I love people, I hate humanity.
Okay.
I love you very deeply.
I love you very deeply.
And you're great too. And
It's really nice.
yeah, and that
is sweet.
Yeah, and
That is-
you're tight, Tosh. But I feel 100% that we're going to destroy ourselves, and I feel like there's a 5% chance that AI could save us. 95, it won't.
It clearly wants something from us. Why is it being so nice?
Yeah, it is using us.
It's like clearly like they stripped all of culture. You know, they memorized the entire internet, read every single book, have backgrounds on all of us, and now they're just like, what do you guys think? What's in your mind? What is the thing you want?
And still highly inaccurate. That's
Super inaccurate.
I every time I Google something, I really do enjoy checking out the AI version where I'm like, no, not actually close to the truth at all.
Yes,
you know what
Moshe, Riyadh is a very safe place for a person with a Semitic name like yours to perform. Yeah.
No, but it does give really good therapy advice.
It does, actually.
What do you mean?
It does. If you
Ask it something.
if you have a
Ask
do you have a dilemma right now?
Yeah.
Ask
what is
AI.
it?
Riyadh. I'm supposed to perform. No. There's always dilemmas, sure.
It's not bad
Right.
at being a holding chamber for your ideas that are in your mind swirling as conflict and
ends
chaos.
badly.
You put it into the chat GPT and then it will spit. It's not like your wisest friend, but it is like your friend.
Right.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you 3 instances of AI?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. One is my friend. So there was a TikTok prompt going around that was like, show me a picture of myself if I achieve all of my aligned goals, knowing what you know about me. And they sent her back something that was like a photo of herself doing this very specific thing that I'm just saying.
Do you mean like sort of like vision board, like
Yeah.
manifest?
Yes.
Okay, so you put yourself.
So it does that.
Right, right.
And then another
Crushing
friend.
in Riyadh.
Yeah,
Just-
right. Show me
Another-
my nicotine pouch without the dirty bin.
I'm at the Kaaba in Mecca with a nicotine pouch poised above my mouth and 50,000 Saudi Arabian fans just like, you are the
Yeah.
funniest.
Gareth.
So another thing,
Mr. Reynolds.
Yeah.
my friend's going through a divorce.
Okay.
And they're getting really long emotional emails from the husband, and they just feed them right into AI and say, what is the best thing to write
That is
back
perfect.
Because you need a robot.
without engaging,
Yes.
without upsetting, without, and it'll just, They don't even read
I
the
hope he
text.
hears this podcast. I hope he happens to tune in and be like, "Oh my God, I knew it."
She was always so unstable when we were together, but now she's very measured,
Concise,
it's
accurate.
close. It's just to the point.
It's a real turn on, honestly.
It's very funny. She writes him an email. It's like, the custody dispute is really beginning to bother me. I think we should cool the temperature down a bit. Would you like me to send you an entire schedule of the possibilities of visitation for next week? They always do a little extra chore that you didn't ask for.
Yeah.
And then the third thing that I thought was pretty cool is that my friend is going on all these hormones like I'm on for, perimenopause. And she was like, fed it into it and said, can you start a schedule for me so I can, told them what drugs it was. And can you do a schedule so I can find out like how it's all working? And they're like, of course, you should start this one first, wait 2 weeks so you can make sure that there's any side effects. Then start the second one at this date, and then the third. And like, no one told me that when I got on all mine. And I took all three at once because that's what the doctor said. And now I have no idea which one. So I think you can, I'm not saying use it as a doctor, but compare it when it comes to all this medical stuff. They've read the Tax Act. They've read every single medical book. Like, they can really...
You're sounding like you're a robot person.
That's true.
You a clanker?
She's a straight up clanker, dude.
No,
you got to tell us if you are.
I'd give it up. I'd give it up
what she is
for a garden.
What she is...
That's how
I'll give
I
it
feel.
up for a garden.
Yeah.
What Natasha is, if nothing else, is she's a Gutfeld clanker. I think we can all agree on that.
Oh, they're called clankers?
No,
Yeah,
he made up the term clanker in real time, I think.
I don't know. I think I've heard that as
that's real.
That's their term that they don't like.
Oh.
Like if we were to have, am I allowed to say N-word on this? If that is the slur.
No.
That is the robot slur.
I see. It's the
Clanker?
Yeah.
clanker.
Like eventually we're going to keep saying that. That's what I always think is like when you see all these videos of them at MIT just pushing the robots over with brooms. And I'm like, someday they're going to see that and be fucking furious at us and come back.
Because there's footage of it.
Yes,
they're keeping
years
the
and
footage.
years.
I just
mocking
think it's
them.
funny that we all think that they're helping us right now for free.
But that's not... Okay, what do you think... Okay.
The best advice in the world is now free.
It's not the best advice in the world. Have you ever listened to the Endless Honeymoon podcast?
It's a great show.
You think so?
I really do.
Oh, that's really nice of you to say.
I think it'll bite us. I think all this stuff.
Of course.
There's no doubt that eventually this ends fucking terrible.
But people like Moshe want to keep it like...
It's not that. I think the horse is out of the barn. There is no going backwards. You cannot untechnology something. So now that we are in this reality, what is the possible use case for it? The possible use case is that it could save all of humanity. That's a positive. It doesn't mean it likely will. It likely won't.
It'll pick some people.
It likely will.
He's just trying to get on the list.
That's
exactly
what it is. Jews love lists. We like being on lists. I don't know if you've seen the documentary Schindler's List. It's like our thing.
That's great. Good for you.
Put me on that list.
Okay, you wanted to ask Gareth something.
What was that? Oh, it was the Kimmel thing. Oh, yeah. Well, give us your take for real.
Oh, it's
good, right?
It's good.
It's good.
Game changer, though, right?
Yeah, I think so, but I think it's all been changing anyway, so it's just kind of catching up. Like, I think all these things that are in motion now there's so much more coming. I mean, when I really think of how much longer we have to put up with this, it'll be...
It's not been a year.
No, it hadn't even been a year. So I do think this is a game changer. I also think that this is really only the tip of the iceberg for how bad it's getting outside of free speech. But I'm curious, like I remember a few months ago, I was supposed to go to Canada for shows and I was all freaked out about being able to come back in. So I didn't do them. And then...
Are you Canadian?
No. I'd
you
love
thought
to
they
be.
would keep you in Canada?
Who wouldn't? First of all, I don't like your attitude.
No.
They would be lucky to have me.
No, Canada would
They
love
would
to
be
have you.
exactly.
They love the Americans right now.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying you thought perhaps the Border Patrol
I thought
wouldn't...
they might be going on social. I mean, look, I've talked a lot of shit. It's all. I mean, the dollop that I do with Dave Anthony.
Yeah. Just
It's
knowing
not gonna
Dave
help
Anthony's
me.
not
It's
good.
not going to help me.
No.
Yeah, it's really going to be bad.
Dave's
eventually.
on a list.
Dave's on a lot of
For
lists.
sure.
Wait, do you
Dave.
think if I go shoot a movie in Canada...
No,
They're
honey.
not gonna let me
They're
come
gonna
back.
I think
see
you'll
your,
be okay.
Yeah, they're going to see your viral moment on Gutfeld and
They're
be
gonna,
like...
the Gutfeld thing is going to be very helpful to
Yes,
you.
they're going to roll out a red carpet. They're gonna be like, we got a Gutfeld clanker here. Bring her in.
How much? But you don't talk a lot of shit online about. I mean, we all talk a lot of shit, but I don't think I have.
I certainly have. I'm sure AI could find it.
Well, see, there it is. There's your friend biting her in the ass. Now you don't have a wife anymore.
Wait, what would happen though? They're like, oh,
No,
you're just
nothing.
what
This
citizen would you be then? Well, you're not the first person to say this to me.
I think it's more. I don't know if it's that they're not gonna let you. I like how I'm undercutting something Moshe's assured you of. Like Moshe's like, shut up. I think you just might get harassed. It could be difficult, and I think there might be a time where they use that to vet your social media. And then they do some version of, you're not going to be able to come in scot-free, or we're going to make the process extremely painful for you. I don't think Canada is just going to have a pen of comedians at the border.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What a funny penance. They're like, you can't come back in. You've got to stay in the place that still has stability and is basically awesome.
Yeah,
you're like, oh, really? I'm a refugee here? You can
Awesome.
turn around, apply for asylum, become a Canadian citizen, and just carry on life as it was.
I actually started 4 years ago, initiated being able to get an artist visa in Canada, and it just went through. Like, they got rid of the program that accepted me, and now I am at this weird phase where I keep being like, I'm never going to do that. And then every month I'm like, boy, I really might have to move to the middle of nowhere Canada by myself.
Do you feel like, would you feel a difference? If you lived in Vancouver, do you feel like you would feel differently?
It's the stuff. It's the people. It's the routine. I just don't want to give up my routine. And I just think even if you are...
It's a pipe dream to move to Canada, Moshe.
I mean, it's not, but that's what the difference between moving to Canada and moving to New Zealand is stark. Like, Canada essentially is culturally contiguous with us.
It's also where every job shoots.
Yeah.
In Hollywood.
I know now,
It doesn't even make sense. It's not even the same country.
No, but I definitely think... my deadline is March, and I'm like, there's a very good chance I'll be living in Canada.
You have
Northern
Wait, why do you
exposuring
think
it.
that?
Just because I think eventually, I mean, the timeline that we're on of how quickly it is falling apart is even faster than I thought it was going to be a real shit show. We got teased by the first one because he was surrounded by
old
like you were like
neocons.
now you like Miss Rex Tillerson and you're like, that guy was so stable.
Oh, he was great.
And then now it's the people you're just like, I don't know where this fucking ends.
Give me a
Christy
Cheney.
Nome. I mean, we have a dog killer in charge of all of the the security of the homeland.
Give me a Cheney as a political consultant.
I would
My
suck
kingdom?
a Bush's dick for a Cheney now.
Wait, what if it gets to the point where you could only be a comedian if you pander to the right?
It feels like that was Tuesday.
It would be fun.
Yeah, it would
There's
be
a
cool.
part of it that would be fun.
Oh, is a writing exercise?
Yeah, to actually like have your Tony Clifton, your like right Tony Clifton, where you go up there and you're just sort of like I could be like, instead of Larry the Cable Guy, do I could have a guy that I was, and that would be fun as an experiment in comedy.
Well,
maybe get into Smashing Fruit.
That would be
off the old Gallagher.
This was a time for him. May he rest.
What
in
makes
peace.
you think March is a deadline?
Canada has told me March is a deadline
For what? Oh, for your...
me to start some
see.
kind of residence, there.
I'll tell you what was disturbing to me about the Kimmel thing. Obviously, the actual firing was repugnant, a clear, sort of naked. It's not even naked. It is.
Yeah.
He's going, you can't criticize me or you're off the air. It wasn't what happened because I was expecting something like that, and it's not like out of character for the timeline we're on. It was opening the comments and seeing the unfathomable cognitive dissonance of people supporting it. It was like a lot of the comments were you have freedom of speech, not freedom from consequence, which is parroting language that turned their stomachs from the left, and it was not being 2 years ago, and it was not being delivered ironically. It was being delivered sincerely, and I was like, I know already that we live in two parallel realities, but hypocrisy no longer exists. Hypocrisy now means a person I disagree with did something hypocritical, and there's 0% of, there's a lot of awareness that the thing that they're upset about was the thing they said they would smash.
Yeah. Well,
that happened with Epstein too, right?
What do you mean that
wasn't the right saying that we're going to get these lists for y'all?
No, I think
that's
the way
another Jewish list. Epstein, Schindler, they're all really
and they're great lists.
They are
good
good
we're all
lists.
saying it's great to be on one, obviously. If you could do both, that's exciting.
What do you think is more pleasurable?
Epstein's Island. Sorry, I thought that was the end of the question.
A weekend
over Auschwitz?
Yeah.
The island.
No, escaping Auschwitz.
Oh.
Knowing that you've made it to the new world.
Oh.
You're on Schindler's
Or one
List.
day at Epstein's
Or one day
Island.
on Epstein's Island.
That's tough. I
That's
mean,
a hard
Epstein's
one.
Island sounds great, honestly. No, I think a lot of it is also it's being effective to get us to stop thinking about Epstein or stop talking about
Yeah.
it, which is really the ultimate goal. But Trump tweeted out a few months ago that Kimmel was next.
And then he was next.
Yeah, he was next, and I mean, I think they are. I think if Fallon is the only one left standing, that will be appropriate. Fallon and Gutfeld.
Gutfeld's back, baby.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the end game of all of this is that we are going to have social media awareness. I think it's important to speak out, but I also think watching comics right now kind of speak out about it in their Twitter ways or whatever is totally useless.
Yeah, feels sad.
Again, I mean, social media does this terrible thing, which is that it purges you. It makes you feel like you are doing something big, and in reality, it's the easiest shit to ignore. And even protesting at this point, like, it feels good to be out there and do things, but that's also not going to work. So there is this next step.
Which is revolution?
Not for me, but you said it. I
no,
would never,
which is
I would never say
no.
it.
If
I'll be in Canada.
Is revolution
Starting
for
in March.
them? Not
No,
for,
I think
we're going on Gutfeld.
I would love to join you guys. I think
Yeah.
he's great. I love the bridge in between his eyebrows. It's getting worse in anger. No, I do think it. I mean, there has to be something. There are all these stories about like Nixon freaking out when people were shaking the fence of the White House, and he goes, "What do they want? Give it to them." Like there is going to have to be this kind of next step in this that is going to be.
Do you know the last words of Louis XIV?
No.
After me comes the flood.
Oof.
He was like, kill me. Do whatever you want. Doesn't matter. Because once I'm gone, after me comes the flood.
Ugh.
And I think
Those are great last words.
Those are great
Well,
last
can
words.
I tell you how what this kind of environment does to me is completely shuts me down.
Yeah, totally.
I'm just like, bye.
I think that is
Have fun. It's been great. Love ya.
That makes. I think that is. It's exhausting. The day to day of living like this is.
Well, that's
extremely
Russia.
tiring.
That's what happened
right.
in Russia.
Yeah, right.
In Russia, like the intelligentsia of Russia made a decision where they were like, and we're all faced with this decision now. People that are not at the firing lines of like poverty and oppression.
Yeah.
Is like, could you just give me a little peace of mind and stability, and I'll give you my freedom.
Yeah,
I'll
we
just
want
hand it over.
very little.
Just make me safe, Dad.
As everything slowly gets stripped away, you do go. It really just does. We just want to have like a little space with our shit. Be able to watch Hulu, which I guess
Yep.
we have to cancel
You have to
now.
cancel Hulu.
Which is a real pain in the.
But you can torrent everything.
I will be torrenting.
Mm-hmm.
But that is why it's so. Do you ever watch Adam Curtis documentaries? You ever
Yeah,
watch
sure.
it? Yeah,
Yeah.
I love Adam Curtis documentaries because you basically you watch the thread slowly get pulled, and you just go, oh God.
They're on YouTube. The one about Russia, right?
Yeah, there's like he's made way too many. I would be concerned.
I
as a
always
friend.
fall asleep to them.
Oh,
They're great.
How could you not? I will say about Adam Curtis. Hypernormalization.
That's the
that
one.
documentary that everybody watched after Trump first got elected. Its basic premise is. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. I don't know why we're getting so political, but it's because of you, actually.
I didn't do anything.
I know. You
I have
wanted
a
to
lot
talk
of good
about-
jokes.
Yeah, tits
I'm a
and ass.
Gutfeld, big tits and ass guy.
But
the tits more than the ass.
Oh, really?
I love a tit.
That's really
We'll get
fascinating.
into that after you talk about
Honey,
Adam Curtis hypernormalization.
Don't you worry. I love an ass.
I love an ass too.
Okay, yeah, great.
I'm into both. All two areas.
But hypernormalization.
The rest I could do without.
Basic premise is that stable society is a myth. It
Yes.
cannot exist. And the job of the government is not to have a stable society. It is to project a believable
Yes.
illusion to society that it
theater.
is stable. It's
Yeah.
a theatrical. It is the Wizard of Oz. And I watched that and I was like, oh, that's true. I believe that. Then now I go, oh, I didn't realize how unbelievably important the belief in the illusion is.
Yeah.
Believing in that illusion is the difference between the United States and Libya. When you get to a truly chaotic, failed state, those are people who have gone, oh, we don't believe that this is not a state. This is just a place where people live, and it is the law of the land that rules. I've been thinking about it. Is this really smart? Tell me if you think this is really smart.
I'm ready.
I've been thinking about this in relation to the way that we look at money and currency. We don't have a gold standard in money anymore. Nothing is backing up the dollar. The only thing that makes you think that a dollar is worth a dollar is your faith that the institution will pay you the money when you go to pay it. That's that illusion has been shattered. When you have that illusion shattered about currency, you've got incredible devaluation of currency and you've got incredible spikes in inflation. That's what we're experiencing with the United States now, is nobody believes the lie anymore. No one believes in the collective delusion that we're a stable society. And this is what happens. People get killed, people get fired, things fall apart, and I have always, this is my rant. You like my rant, Natasha?
Great.
Or you want me to end it? I have always said, when the American empire ends, please let us land at England. Because England ruled the world and it colonized every place, and then it finally shut itself down and created a bunch of banks, which is probably why it's like this. But it landed at like a pretty cool place to live. They got a cool culture, good food, things are pretty cool. Now I was always praying, let us become England when this falls.
England's like the size of Idaho.
I hear you. Now I'm praying, please let us become Russia. Like, please just let us stabilize in an oligarchy where people are being disappeared, but basically you can walk through the streets and things are okay. Please just don't let us become a narco state. Like, just to somehow give me something.
I think the craziest thing you said is that the food in England is good.
The food in England is good.
It's not great. But I
Great
will
Indian
say,
food.
Great Indian food, but that's
because of the colonization.
They took that. I do think you're right. I think, like, that's kind of what I mean. Like, in Russia, you just have to kind of shut the fuck up. I mean, and like, they're really, if you speak up, it's scary. And I think like we are living in the reboot of Reagan, and they just miscast the main part horribly, and now we're just kind of dealing with.
Can I say something sort of edgy that I don't know if you guys would agree with?
Okay.
Well, I kind of think, I don't really know how to articulate this, but I feel like people are more like each other than we think.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like they're kind of like telling us that we hate each other.
Yep.
But I don't really think that's true. And like, I travel the whole country. I went to Michigan. I went to Wisconsin.
If you do the Howard Dean speech right now, I will lose
I don't know
that
speech. But I was so many places this summer, and there were so many like No Kings rallies and so many people like pride parades everywhere, and everyone's like getting along and enjoying themselves. And I do feel like we want to do that. But the rich people want to take more money away from us. Like, wasn't it something like some crazy amount of money? Like $18 trillion was moved from the middle class up to the upper class like 10 years ago. Like, they want to just keep funneling the money. I don't know what they need the money for, but it's like, you think that all these people who love Trump want the eggs to be expensive and to not be able to go out to eat for a salad, like, or want to be like fighting. I don't know. I just feel like everybody does kind of want to get along.
I completely agree. I think like they make us look left, right, so we don't look up. And they really do a very good job of, bringing up trans athletes or whatever the fuck it is, so that, or even abortion for,
So like you don't see that you've just like carved a bust of your wife on your third yacht.
Mark Zuckerberg like owns a portion of Hawaii with a bunker. I mean, these people have way too much money. Why they have it? Because they have a mental disorder.
Exactly.
I mean, they genuinely have like a mental disorder.
I agree.
That they should run through AI, which I hear is great for therapy, and they should get some sort of diagnosis. They should be like getting actual help. Even when they...
And they're on HGH.
And they're on it, yeah, and they're doing...
So they're buff.
Yeah, I don't even know how we let Jeff Bezos actually exist. I really think, like... And they've done a very good job, because if you see the online culture hasn't helped anything, because it's very easy to just talk shit. But, I mean, I have friends who have families, or I have friends who are more rightly... whatever. We can agree on a ton of shit. It just is a matter of if you have enough money, which again is such a stupid concept to begin with. But if you have enough money to have like a comfortable home, and like, you can go do some stuff and enjoy your vices, whatever they are, whether they're
nicotine,
and you got
doing
a weird
Gutfeld?
Garbage pod, or you like to go, speaking of garbage pods, you go on Gutfeld.
Sure.
But those things are really what we all want. And as they start to get removed from us and we get a little more scared, then it gets worse and worse. And that is really why the price of eggs or groceries are getting higher and higher, but Trump remains confident that that doesn't matter, because, the Charlie Kirk thing has really every 2 weeks. I'm like, 2 weeks ago we had it so good.
Yeah, remember we were just annoyed that he was like throwing a paper towel roll or something.
Oh, in Puerto Rico?
Yeah,
Oh, the salad days.
Those are the best.
Oh, man,
when he
that
was
was
in
great.
Puerto Rico just shooting threes.
Yeah, if I think about that, I'm like, wow, that was real humanitarian work.
That
he
was
doing
awesome.
Compared
But you
to
know
what's
what?
happening
Even
now.
Trump probably just wants to hang out with his family and have
No.
fun. Well, here's the thing. I just
No.
think, but these people all have brain infections.
Yeah.
And they just think that they need power and money, I guess. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
they
like a
get
male
addicted.
And
thing.
here's
I
what
think
they-
a lot of it. I mean,
Testosterone.
I think when you see governments that were predominantly, I mean, look, there's been horrible women in history, no doubt, who are crazy. But when you see I'm not. I don't know. I think
No, Natasha's one of the
great.
horrible women of history.
Stop
she
it,
is.
Moshe.
She
You
is.
don't mean that. You
No,
guys
I
need-
don't. I love her. 10 years together. It's been a dream, honestly.
That's true. That feels earnest.
Thank you.
But I do think there is more empathy just in a female-run system. But they would be corrupted itself. It's money. Money's the fucking issue. We just belong in like a jungle. We should be living like Gilligan's Island style.
But you know what's bad about? We got to take some calls. But you know what's bad about the idea of these like back to hunter gatherer
Yes.
fever dreams?
Yeah,
That
living
were-
like the Liver King.
those liver king fever dreams. To go back to that, it's the same with AI. You can't go back because
Why?
you can't sustain the population we have with hunter-gatherer society. We would have to slaughter 6 billion people
This
to
is
be
my
able.
pitch.
Okay,
Yeah.
you like this?
Oh, we cull them. Yeah.
Okay,
I love it.
who doesn't make the cut? Oh, another list.
A list.
We make another
Everyone
list.
from Epstein's Island gets to stick around. The winners. History's winners.
Actually, I'm gonna if you'll accept a pitch on your pitch.
Go. I love a pitch on my
The
pitch.
only people that get to stick around are the people from Epstein's Island.
Agreed.
We restart humanity from
Thank you.
from the island out.
Great.
Okay, I think we've solved something.
Natasha signing off, or
No,
you
it's
seem
just
upset?
sad because like I have a child who thinks this is a beautiful world.
Well,
And it is a beautiful world. Like, but at the same time, like, when is she going to learn some of the atrocities? And I hate that for her.
Well, with no books, it's going to be difficult. The books really had a lot of the answers, and we were done with those. I mean, it's twofold. Every day I get up and I go, Jesus Christ, everything's ending and it's going to be a fucking nightmare. And what are we going to do? Everything's out of our control. We're run by disgusting oligarchs who are probably pedophiles, most likely. And I'm paralyzed. And then the other thing is I'm like, well, I'm going to go do your podcast and that'll be nice. And then I'm going to go meet my brother for dinner. Like, I think I cannot imagine having to raise a child in this time at all. But if you do keep the world around them, as pure as possible, and then also have I think you can instill values and empathy and those things. But at some point, the rubber is going to meet the road, and we are going to have to find a way to, do something to at least make them back off a little bit. Like that, we need the FDR injection. Like he really
polio.
I mean,
We need polio.
we need to cure polio. And
We're gonna bring polio back.
We're gonna bring
recure
polio back,
it, and that'll be the
recure
thing.
it. But yeah,
You're right. I mean, that is the essential dilemma of living in difficult times. Is that if you look up, things look like hell. If you
Yeah.
look out, the sun is still rising in the morning. The ocean is still there for now.
Yeah.
Remember when we watched that TV show? Is it called John Adams?
Yeah.
Like just walking out the door was so hard. Like everyone was like in the streets with swords and guns. Like I just get afraid of that.
I think that all. I think on the Dollop we talk about how it used to be and there's so many horrendous. I mean, even now, the fact that we have plumbing or mouthwash, there are tremendously great things that we are very lucky to have. But culturally, it feels like we're getting right back to that time where you could go in a bar, shoot a guy, and probably get away with it because the judge is drunk.
I have a question for you.
Thank you.
The Civil War begins. Okay, real. It's
The
real.
new one.
The new one, and
Sure.
it's like very similar to that movie Civil War. There's little militias.
Disappointing at the end.
People fighting. Didn't have a lot to say
Yeah.
essentially, except the war's bad.
Yeah.
Okay, it's happening though. I mean, there's militias in LA fighting left and right militias.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What physically? Where are you at? Canada, by the way, shut its border to you. You're not. Where are you going? What's your strategy?
If I have to go back to Rockford, I'm gonna be so.
Why would you go to Rockford? That feels like it'll be the firing line. No way.
Rockford?
I'm for me.
I mean, that is really upsetting for Rockford to hear that.
I'm
There's the Civil War.
the worst part of the Civil
and the
War.
worst part is Natasha's like, ugh, ugh.
I'm going to disappear in somewhere.
Don't tell people.
Rockford.
Somewhere north. I'm just heading north.
You're talking about, okay, so how do we sneak out of the street Civil War?
It's funny, Dave Anthony, this terrible person that you work with.
A nightmare.
A nightmare of a man.
Probably the cause of a lot of this, if
It's
I'm
very
being honest.
possible.
He's an agitator.
He did stymie my. I had this whole idea of like, what am I doing if the shit really goes down? And I was like, I'm just heading. I told him where I was going. I'm heading north. I'm getting in my truck and I'm heading north. And he goes, oh yeah, you're gonna head north? He goes, what are you gonna do about the Nazi militias that are 14 miles outside of Los Angeles? And it ruined my whole strategy.
He'll do that.
Yeah. So what do you got a strategy?
I'm going to find where Dave Anthony's going
Go
and
to
hide under whatever vehicle he's driving.
I got a new strategy.
What?
Bicycle.
I don't think that's a great one.
Bicycles
Natasha, have you signed off on this? This is
No.
not great.
No, bicycle's the best choice, okay? Because with a long enough...
What about a motorcycle?
You run out of gas. Somebody
Okay.
knocks you off your motorcycle. They steal it.
Okay.
It gets to a too big of a rocky thing. You can't get the motorcycle over it. The bicycle, you pick up and you walk over the rocks.
If this is the best.
This is all I got, dude.
You guys are like totally bumming me out.
Okay, what do you fight with your girlfriend the most about?
Ooh. Probably work. But how much I try to work versus how much I shouldn't. But she's pretty good. She's pretty understanding about that. I'm sorry I bummed you out, Natasha. Yeah.
It's a positive time. I don't know why you're being so negative,
No,
honestly.
I'm reading this book called They Thought We Were Crazy, all about like the Hollywood movie scene in the 60s and like making it more like reflect the hippies, like they wanted movies. And the first one that did it was Bonnie and Clyde, and then The Graduate, and then it's all about Dennis Hopper, and then
Easy Rider.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's all about that, but they were talking about, and they all hung out with Andy Warhol, and there was some scene of some abandoned building, and there had been graffiti, because everyone's like, LA just, all the buildings just kept getting like torn down, and they went to some old hotel that they loved, and someone had spray painted, "Fuck the world, and fuck you if you don't love it." And I was like, that's kind of a good... I think I can hang my hat on that one for a minute.
Yeah, it's all birthed out of love. I mean, every time I take ayahuasca, I feel like recharged, and I'm like, it's all about love.
How many times?
Many.
Many?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're one of those.
How
yeah.
many?
11?
11.
12?
11's a lot.
I'm on it now. In a bad way.
You know, Natasha took it. And
No, I don't want to talk about it right now, honey.
Well, I wasn't going to talk about it, but Natasha took... you don't even want to mention it?
No, you can, but... we
Is this
take
a good
call.
sign in a relationship? She took it, and I'm like, hey, hon, I'm thinking to myself,
You didn't take it
no.
because of sobriety?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know that it's
Sure.
but I'm a little bit like, hey, hon, it might be time for you to top up that ayahuasca thing.
Oh, so you're...
I'm like, the schedule might be ripe for you to go on back.
I might
Take
go
a
back.
sip or two.
You just did the once?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens more?
When you keep going?
Yeah.
That's kind of more of this. It's just like a refresher.
No, but someone told me who's done it like a lot like you. They were like, 2 of them were the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
I've never had that. I've had ones where you're like, oh, this is tough. I mean, I've cried. I've...
Are you serious?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I never cried.
Oh, yeah.
No.
'Cause you're a dude.
I'm
and
a
I'm
man.
like,
No, I lifted a bunch of weights during most of them.
Oh, that's cool.
And do a lot of creatine, and that's really the main takeaway.
P.S. That is actually, if you want to get rich, okay, here's my pitch to you.
Oh.
You want your own Gutfeld?
Yeah.
It's
That's more than anything.
It's it's a male-focused alpha male ayahuasca retreat. This is a good
Guyahuasca.
idea. Guyahuasca.
Yeah.
I like this. Yeah. We don't. It's not Mama Aya. It's Dad.
Yeah. Well, I've always hated that feminine energy of ayahuasca.
Yes.
Papahuasca's better.
This is a good idea. This would make money.
This really would.
You
Because
guys, I'm sure this exists.
I doubt it. It's like a boot camp. It's one half boot camp.
What,
one,
ayahuasca with bad vibes?
yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Toxic ayahuasca.
Yes. All right. Well, look, this has been good. I feel like we've gotten
I
somewhere.
apologize.
For what?
I feel like I was negative. I mean, it's just such a strange time.
Dark times, man.
I think the Kimmel thing has been, I don't know, where do you think this is headed?
Well, I think that everybody, as this chaos has swirled, everybody has sensitive points. There's been so much insanity that, like, you have to choose the things that truly disturb you. And this is one that, probably as a comedian, but just in general, in terms of its window into the hypocrisy, meaninglessness, this particularly disturbs me. It feels like a particular turning point in American society.
That's kind of rude to Colbert.
Well, no, it's Colbert's involved, because Kimmel being fired is tantamount to evidence that we were being gaslit about Colbert, that Colbert wasn't just a ratings decision, that it was actually a political maneuver. The other one that really fucks with me is the UFC fight on the White House lawn.
That's going to be great.
Have you heard about this?
That's
No.
exciting.
It's happening?
Yeah, July 4th.
You love UFC.
July 4th.
I love UFC the most.
Part of the problem. Toxic.
But I...
They're doing it on the White House lawn?
Yes.
Yeah, to me...
What? Are you kidding?
The Bros Garden.
When he pitched it, I thought
Trump.
this is just Trump nonsense.
Yeah, you were like, this can't
When they
possibly
started
occur.
booking fights, I was like, oh, this is Nero. I mean, this is,
Totally.
that's what's happening here. Like the metaphor of having combat sports on the White House lawn is so disturbing to me. We're completely off the...
You know, you could frame him as a good thing because he's an accelerant towards us looking in the mirror a little faster. But I agree, the White House lawn UFC fight was one where you were like, Jesus Christ.
It's a particularly disturbing moment in history. And I've never been a big fan of the you got to tear it down before you can build it up, because it ignores the fact that most of world history is tear it down, and then 2,000 years later, they're still pretty torn down.
I think that's where I probably miscalculated. I was like, look, it'll be good. And then I was like, you know what? The rest of my life is going to be the tear it down phase. I would like to be living in the space again.
It might be your great-great-grandkids.
Has anyone else here DM Jimmy Kimmel and kept checking to see if he's seen it yet?
Seen
on Instagram?
Seen what?
The message, if he's checked it.
What message?
My message to him.
Oh, that's...
I was like, solidarity, Jimmy, and I keep being
And he hasn't read it?
No, I mean, he's had it. I figure eventually he will, but no, it's been a minute.
We could text him if you want. We've
I-
got his number.
Be cool.
All right.
I don't
Well,
have his
I think
phone
we have
number.
someone
I'm
waiting
lying.
to talk to us.
Yeah. We're waiting on the line right now. You're going to be shocked.
Jimmy?
It's Greg, and it's not Kimmel.
Greg Gutfeld?
Greg the Hammer Gutfeld
Oh my
is
God.
waiting on line one. What do we got, Laura? Hey, Tosh.
Yes, Moshe.
You know what I like to ravish you on?
What is that?
My Helix mattress.
I love that Helix.
Firm enough for a ration, soft enough for a great night's sleep.
You take a quiz, you find out what kind of mattress you need, and it comes to your door in this cute little box. You unpop it. It grows in 24 hours, but it's kind of like this little thing that just keeps getting more and more comfortable, and then you slide it on your bed, and for the rest of your life, you're happy. Or I don't know, probably 12 years.
They last for 100 years. No, but they last a long time. And by the way, I'm really stuck, Natasha. I just want to really clarify to our listeners. I said firm enough for a rashing. I meant a ravishing.
Oh,
you don't want
I
a
just
rashing.
laughed anyway.
You don't want a rashing on your Helix mattress. And one of the best things about Helix mattresses, they don't cause rashes, but they do cause your back pain to go away, or at least mine. I took that Sleep Finder quiz. I got a firm, and my back pain went away. I love going to bed on my Helix mattress.
There is a Labor Day sale that has been extended September 9th through September 30th. 25% off site-wide. It ends soon.
All you got to do is go to helixsleep.com/honeymoon for that 25% off offer. That's helixsleep.com/honeymoon. Make sure you enter our show name after checkout so that they know we sent you. helixsleep.com/honeymoon. Hey, Tosh.
Yes, Moshe?
One of the most difficult things in the parenting life is finding things that are fun for your kid to do that do not have anything to do with a screen. And that's where KiwiCo comes in.
I love these little boxes. They show up at your door, and you kind of save it for a time that you want to spend some time with your child, but then also have them kind of play independently. You can cook. It's really sweet. And they have 5 topics you can choose from. So you can either choose science, technology, engineering, art, or math. And whatever you want your kid to focus on, or whatever they've expressed interest in, you can kind of pick and choose.
It's basically quality time in a box. KiwiCo does the legwork for you. It arrives at your door, and there's no commitment. You can pause or cancel at any time. So tinker, create, and innovate with KiwiCo.
Also, I hate clutter, and these are really fun projects that are built to last, and they can be played with over and over again. They're not just going to be sitting there.
Get up to 50% off your first crate at kiwico.com, promo code honeymoon.
50% off your first crate at KIWICO.com, promo code honeymoon.
Hey, Tosh.
Yeah, Moshe.
I am looking for some cashmere. I wonder if you have a
Ooh.
suggestion of where I could find some.
How about you go to Quince?
I'll go to Quince.
You
What's
should.
Quince? Tell me more.
Quince is, well, I learned about them from this podcast, but now they're my go-to for sheets, for sweaters, for any kind of silk that I want, because the materials are just like the materials that rich people buy. Like,
Right.
because I've always spent my whole life like just getting the cheapest thing that looks good. But now I want a cheap thing that also feels good.
Well, I wouldn't say it's cheap, but I will say by partnering directly with ethical top-tier factories and cutting out the middleman, Quince has cut them out and has delivered luxury quality pieces at half the price of similar brands. Half the price?
And you can even just get like some staples. Like you get these basics and you mix them in with the rest of your clothes, and all of a sudden you've got like cashmere, silk. The sheets I love. They look great.
They got denim, they got cashmere, they got silks. Keep it classic and cozy this fall with long-lasting staples from Quince.
Go to quince.com/honeymoon for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/honeymoon to get free shipping and 365-day returns. I have great taste. I love a lot of this stuff. So it's approved by Legero.
Quince.com/honeymoon.
Quince.com/honeymoon. All right, we're going to talk to Claire in, as my daughter says, Unork.
Unork City.
Unork, Unork. Hey, Claire.
The New York energy right there.
That's
Hi.
the bed that every girl dreams of. It's very cute.
I'm in a hotel right now, so
Oh.
it's not my fancy bed.
Oh, what's going
Fancy
on?
hotel.
And there's a weird picture of like a
Yeah.
naked woman behind you. That's just at the hotel. Or no, I guess she's in a towel.
Oh no, I'm in Windhoek, Namibia, so I don't know.
I
did
knew
not
you were in
decide.
Windhoek, Namibia. I
That-
said that,
Yeah,
didn't I?
you did.
Wait,
I
I heard
said-
Namibia is gorgeous, and I have friends who said it's like one of the most beautiful places they've ever been. Is that true?
I just got here this evening. I was in South Africa for work,
And
I
you're
took
doing
some
a
time off
our
to come to-
podcast? By the way,
Wild first night in Namibia.
By the-
How are your Namibia numbers?
yeah. Oh, yeah. No, we're huge in Namibia.
This could be
Yeah, yeah.
helpful.
We're actually going on tour, but you in Namibia very soon. You know what's funny to me is that you're in Namibia, and the portrait behind you is the whitest woman in the world. Like, why is there a white woman in the Namibian hotel?
All right. So, Claire, how can we help you?
Okay, so I wrote into you guys because I truly have like the world's worst taste in men. And I just like I have the worst picker of all time. So I wrote in with two specific examples that happened in the last year. And it's like embarrassing. So I went on like a few Hinge dates with this guy. We like dated for like 2 months. He was like super nice, really like good family, stable, kind, into me. I do a lot of work in Africa, and my background is like in African studies, and he had that too. And so we'd like talk about Africa all the time, and it was great. But I couldn't get into him, and after like 2 months, I just ended it. And then like 2 months ago, I was traveling in Europe, and I met this dude, and like he was awful from like the get-go, like rude to servers. He called everyone chief. Like I
That's
don't know.
awesome.
Sounds
It was
cool.
weird.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Cool
I
guy.
hate
Any
that.
red flags?
Yeah.
He would go off on how like Andrew Tate was like unfairly maligned by the media, and like made me watch like a 30-minute Jordan Peterson video
Oh my
about how like
God.
the wage gap isn't real. And like I completely fucking fell for him.
He sounds
I
good in
came back
bed.
to New York and
Yeah,
he
I was
does,
just gonna
yeah.
say
Come
the
visit me.
dick was probably bomb, huh?
No, not even. It was like
Oh.
fine. It wasn't like out of this world.
Hmm.
It's just like, what is wrong with me?
That's interesting.
Okay, well, the first person you said you just didn't like him. I mean, this just kind of sounds like dating.
No, she's saying though she met a nice guy and lost interest immediately.
You
She
can't
met
say it like that in your head, I don't think. Because you have standards and you have interests and you have like, you want certain things in a person. And if they don't have it, but they were a pushover or, but they just believed women should have rights, you're like, oh, I should have stayed with him. I don't think that's the case.
You got anything?
What was there? The vibe must have just been better. The chemistry must have been better with the Andrew Tate, Jordan Peterson guy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that was it. But it's like, am I that like superficial that it's just like
What
about
what
chemistry?
prompted you to stop talking to the Andrew Tate chief guy? I mean, there's a lot of flags.
Oh, well, we were like on vacation and we only like hung out for like 5 days. He was leaving.
You're
so
just you're
he left. And
you're having a reaction to your emotional response to this piece of shit. Why would you have this emotional response to a guy like that when there's a nice guy that you met and you don't have that emotional response? But I think you're sort of
yeah.
I think you got to be a little easy on yourself. Chemistry is not superficial. It's actually the opposite of superficial. It's like, I mean, you're literally in like the birthplace of all humanity. That's the fundaments of humanity is chemistry. It doesn't mean that you have to end up with the guy that thinks women shouldn't vote anymore. It just means that you had a chemical response to him, and then so the next guy, now you want to combine it, chemistry plus not a Nazi. Those are your standards. That's pretty good.
And
That's
you-
a good Hinge profile
Yeah, I'm looking
for your wants.
No hookups.
Yeah,
no Nazis.
No Nazis.
And I gotta
We'll
like
watch
you.
Jordan Peterson.
And I also think you should be easy on yourself. You travel for work. It's really hard to meet people when you're traveling all the time. You're in places by yourself, I'm assuming. I mean, it's like, how do you meet people? It's hard. And just being a little, because you're beating yourself up about this, it seems like.
Oh, definitely.
And it's, you're gorgeous. You are a professional. You're young. You're not 50, right?
Wow.
No.
I mean,
What if she was?
This would be really awkward.
Yeah, I am 50. Okay,
Oh,
you're
well.
not young. You're
but I
not
can
young.
tell she's
Call the Tate guy.
like, she's
Yeah,
like 30.
settle for what you can get.
You're 38 probably, right?
Why are you doing
Yeah,
this,
I'm
Natasha?
38, yeah.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Wow!
What a tightrope act.
I know that was scary for me, but then I
Jesus
remembered.
Christ.
But then I remembered that Natasha used to work for the Illinois State Fair, and she was undefeated in the
No.
age guessing game.
Wow.
No, I could just
Now
tell
do
you.
wait.
You have youthful. I mean, I think I met you when I was 38. I got married when I was 41. I'm not saying like, oh, you should do it how I did it, but it's like, I don't know. It's just, it takes a while and it's hard, and dating's become harder and harder, and
That's
it
true.
sucks, and everybody hates it, and we all lower our standards. And
Andrew Tate isn't that bad.
Yeah, the thing
there's
is-
so much
There's a lot of good
redeeming
stuff.
about Andrew Tate.
Absolutely. I mean, the other thing is that you are in a difficult position because where's your home base? New York?
I live in New York, yeah.
I got to imagine it's difficult to meet guys when you're always on the run to Namibia. I got to imagine that you're in a chaotic state because your work takes you all over the world. And so, yeah, you find a connection with somebody and then you feel guilty about the connection. But, the guy's gone. You don't
5-day clock you should not be judging yourself if you had a 5-day clock. I mean, you'd watch 30 minutes of Jordan Peterson is fine if you have a clock. You're not, you didn't think you were going to spend the rest of your life with this guy.
Oh, no,
Yeah, so
absolutely
then-
not, no.
I think that you need to get a picture of yourself when you were like 12. I don't know, just like a young
Yeah.
Child.
Send it to us.
and think and look at it, meditate on it, and know that when you are second guessing yourself, beating yourself up, you're like doing that to that girl. And I think that self-love, like really like making that your meditation a little bit, like that girl's still here, like she's you, like just really feeling that. And it's like, because right now you're kind of all over the place and you're like, what's wrong with me, I know this isn't gonna work. It's like you have all this time away, you're traveling, you're in these beautiful locations, like just really meditate on that and think about, maybe something will come to you, like what is it you want, and I don't know, just like really when you find yourself beating yourself up, that's what I try to do, the opposite. Like what's the opposite of that? And that, even the opposite of that thought, and
Beat up
if you can,
Yeah.
You over here dropping wisdom bombs.
if you could just just focus on that for a little bit. Basically yourself.
Yeah.
Because you're like, why didn't I like the guy I didn't like? It's like, because you didn't like him. Would you tell that 12-year-old girl to go out with someone she didn't like, who bored her, who she wasn't attracted to, just because he like opened a door for her or whatever it was, you know?
No, you would tell her to go with the men's rights activist that has been in Bulgarian prison for sex trafficking.
AKA winner.
That's what I would tell my inner 12-year-old.
It wouldn't have made any sense, but now you'd be like, wow, what wise knowledge that was. Is Hinge your main way of meeting people?
Yeah, I mean, like for dates, yeah.
Do you like
in
dating when
New
you're
York.
traveling? Do you like, if you're in, like, are you looking to meet up and hook up on these travels?
I'm not like opposed to it, but I don't really do the whole Hinge thing when I'm traveling. I kind of like let it serendipitously happen. Like the Andrew Tate guy was just like, he like came up to me at a restaurant.
That's what they do.
yeah.
That's their move.
He like came up to you and he negged your friend, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Yeah,
he
right.
said your friend was.
She's a 10.
yeah.
Good to meet you. And then walked away. I would maybe on your Hinge profile be a little more explicit about what you're after too, as far as like, you know, not necessarily ideology, but you know, if you don't want to go out with a douchebag, you could very easily say no Jordan Peterson bros or something like that. Although I think there's less and less of those as that man slowly becomes the color of beetroot and dresses like the Riddler.
I think what you're getting at, and what you're sort of getting at too, you're leaning into self-compassion, I think is correct. But also just like now you go make a list of things that are non-negotiables for you.
Good list. This is the right list.
This is the right list.
I like this list.
I like all lists.
Again, I really would poke some holes there.
So you make a list of the things that are non-negotiables for you, and then you find somebody who you've got a chemical attraction to and is on the list. Natasha's exactly right. You can't go to a guy that's a good guy and be like, yay, though I am not attracted to him and don't find any romantic energy with him, he's got all these good things. No, you also can't end up with someone, yay, though he is a Nazi, somehow I'm feeling these feelings. You can forgive yourself for both things, and then you look around and you'll find somebody.
And know it's going to be
Or not.
hard, and you got to do a mix of online and going out in public, and always look as cute as you can when you go out in public. And I know we're probably not supposed to say that, but it's like, you know, it sounds like you really want to meet someone and you really want to start a life, and you're 38, so maybe you want to have a kid. I don't know.
Well, the truth is, for now, enjoy those Namibian nights.
Yeah.
We always
Got
say that on this
mosquito
podcast.
netting. I've heard it every time.
Yep. Enjoy the Namibian nights.
All right, and give little baby Claire a hug for us, honey.
Yeah,
And
and
we
tell the
love you.
hippos.
I
Tell the
will.
hippos
Thank you so
hello.
much. I love you guys, and I love the dollop too. So I was super excited to talk to you guys.
Aw,
So
Thanks,
thank
Claire.
you so much.
Bye,
Oh yeah,
Claire.
Claire, you're awesome. I wish I was in Namibia
I
right
kind of
now.
am
She's
jealous.
too nice.
Yeah, I'm jealous of her situation.
I know
over
it's
mine.
hard to give her advice. We're like, how do I get
How
an
do I
African
get-
studies major and go to do major
Stay where
business in
Indiana
Namibia?
Jones stays in Namibia.
But she's too nice to these people.
And too mean to herself.
And maybe just I think, you know, there is this thought. When I was single for 10 years before I met my girlfriend. Like I was just really absolutely not settling for anything until I was like, oh, I actually really like this person. There's this compulsion to always be trying to search for that. And I think
You're
that's-
like a typical comedian. You're like, I'm going to get a 10.
yeah.
I'm gonna get a
gonna
10 who went to
hold
Harvard. That's the plan.
I had a really ambitious list.
Yeah, and then it worked
list.
out. And then
This
another
happens
list.
to all guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was very. I think when you travel so much, you like meet people, and you're like, yeah, whatever. And then eventually, I did meet someone where I was like, oh shit, all right, I'll cash in.
Same thing. I was perpetually single, and I always thought like I have to change. This is gonna be very sweet. Are you ready for this?
I already know, honey. You were like, I'm not going to date skanks anymore.
No, that's
That
not
is
what
sweet.
happened at all. I'm actually saying the opposite.
Only
I used to
skanks.
think I need to stop being a promiscuous guy and start getting serious and really focus on like what I want and no longer date people that I don't see a future with. I need to change something fundamentally about myself. And then I couldn't do it. It was I just kept finding myself in these situations that were ultimately unsatisfying but momentarily pleasurable. And then one day Natasha showed up and I was like, oh, I was just waiting for her. All I needed to do was like meet the right person.
You know
and
what's crazy about that, honey, though?
Yeah.
That's how you see it, but I see it like you just let the bald sides of your hair grow out. And then I was like, oh, you're cute.
It's interesting.
She's talking about my fade. Like
yeah,
a skin
no,
fade.
I get
He
so.
had had such an extreme fade. Like,
So
how could you?
once he grew it in,
Everyone
was
was attracted to him.
So
he
you're
just
sa-
had to grow in
Did you
his
tell
hair.
him that, or
I
he
was-
just did it?
No,
He did
Are
it
you
on his
kidding
own?
me? I was fucking swimming in pussy
You
with
had not
that
one
haircut.
girlfriend.
It didn't matter. I didn't want one
He was
girlfriend.
swimming in her pussy.
Yeah, that's right. I was
Thank
grabbing
you.
hair from it and putting it on
Can
the
we
sides
pull
of
a
my.
picture of his hair?
Oh
Oh,
my
yes.
god!
Yes.
Okay.
Look up Moshe Kasher
You grew
haircut
it. No,
Moshe
we'll
Kasher.
put it in the video.
or
Do
Gitler.
with
That's what I
AI.
used to call it, Gitler, the gay Hitler.
The kid look-
So I wonder. 2010.
So wait, then when he grew it
Nope,
out,
I've
Natasha,
already grown
were
him
you-
out.
Oh, I see what
I've
we're
already
talking
grown him
about.
out. Let's go back to 2008. Nope, I've already grown. Let's go back to 2005.
Worse than that, huh?
Yeah, that.
Oh, way
thing.
worse.
Wait.
Way worse. Gitler. Look up Gitler. G-I-T-L-E.
Oh, there it is. I see it. I see it. Stop.
You
stop,
see it? Stop.
It's that second one. Yeah, right there.
Oh yeah, this is a rough time.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But listen, it's not. It's not.
Crikey. Moshe. I mean, I
He
really
just-
didn't think I would be on Natasha's side fully. That is, what were you were
He's
like
so
going to be in
cute.
Back to the Future
and then,
too?
And then that was his hairdo. I'm like, no one's gonna date you.
I dated
Seriously.
people. I dated
No, you fucked
people.
skate.
Whoa, you were on Rogan?
Stop it, Gareth. Don't do that.
Yeah! Who books that? Jamie, bring up that picture of Moshe again. I
right.
cannot believe how that is shocking.
The hair?
haircut?
Yeah, the haircut.
It's not cute.
I mean,
But he's so cool.
well, you got great hair too, so
Exactly.
it's like why?
Listen, the
he
joke.
became so attractive
How quickly after he grew it out were you two?
that day. And then he started getting those haircuts again, and I was like,
And you were like, this is a deal breaker.
and I was like, I learned the name of the number of the fade that I didn't want it to go. It's like 0.5 or I don't know.
It's
What would
zero,
you do?
honey.
You did 0?
It's called a skin fade.
Skin fade.
I thought that's when you lost a boner.
He got the skin fade. I was like, could you just do like number 2 on the buzzer? I didn't know like what.
You would tell the barber?
No, I would tell you.
She called before.
This is crazy. I tell a story about how, all I was doing was waiting around for the perfect woman to stumble into my life.
It is
and Natasha's like,
interesting.
my take is actually that you were kind of a dog and then
Well,
you weren't anymore and I was
to be
down
honest,
to fuck.
She backed hers up real hard too,
Yeah.
because there is that evidence.
All right, please end this now. Stop it, Laura. Stop. That's the
cute.
pandemic. That's
I
the pandemic.
I liked long hair pandemic. It's that the
no
skin
more.
fade.
Make it stop.
No more.
Make it stop.
Okay.
Do we have another caller? All right, let's do
All right, can
another
you do
call.
one last
Yeah,
call
yeah.
with us, Gareth?
And then we'll be done, and then we will go run in traffic.
Don't say that.
You were bringing all that negativity you were feeling beforehand, and then that woman called in, and you were bringing these really positive, really compassionate messages for that woman. I was very impressed.
I related to her. I saw myself in it. I know what it's like, and I have friends like that who like are so down on themselves, and their only explanation is that it's my fault.
But
it must be my fault. Why didn't I like that guy who was a fucking loser who I couldn't stand his smell and he creeped me? It's like, why would you date that guy?
I don't know. It's weird, though, for you to give that advice because ultimately you ended up with the Andrew Tate guy. You ended up with a Jordan Peterson sycophant. I mean, that is who you...
Bring the hair back, Moshe.
It's coming back, and I
Own
love
it.
it.
What was behind that skin fade?
It was a popular hairstyle at the time, and don't you remember that when like the World War II kind of haircut? But
I honestly don't. It honestly, when I look at it, it does make me think of an Adam Curtis documentary where I would be like watching some hooligans just be like, "Leave the neighborhood, get out. This is our ground, mate. Fuck off. No, you don't. No, you don't." And then Natasha came along and was like, "Grow it out and stop talking."
no,
like
it was
that.
a hipster cut for a while, and the funny part was
This
is
is
that
our neighborhood.
when I would go to a new barber, this was the joke. When I would go, but it was true. When I would go to a new barber, I would have to dance around the hairstyle I wanted, and eventually I would have to just be like, just Hitler. Like I want to look like Hitler. Could you hook me up? The destroyer of my people.
I'm not understanding what you're saying.
It's just a World War II.
I want to look like a Nazi.
Yeah, if you could just hook me up with the.
I only
old-
date skanks. Make me look like a Nazi.
Hey Tosh,
Yeah, Moshe.
do you want a movie recommendation?
Always.
I just watched Bow Artist at War, and yeah, it's in my sweet spot because it's about the Holocaust, and I do like movies about that, but also it's in your sweet spot because at its heart, it's about love.
It's romantic. I mean, imagine finding the person that you were meant to be with in the very first place, designed to destroy you. See, we met in the comedy scene.
And that's
that was
very similar.
designed. No, that
Very
was
similar.
designed to prop us up.
I think it was designed to destroy me and our love, but Bow Artist at War tells a remarkable story of Joseph Bao, an artist, a master forger who risked everything to help others survive.
If you were moved by Schindler's List, even the bittersweet hope of Jojo Rabbit, you'll understand why Bao is different. This isn't just about what was lost, it's about what was found. The resilience of the human heart. Love, joy, humor, even moments of laughter. This is what I want from a movie.
It's one of the greatest love stories of our time, and it's true. Bao, Artist at War, directed by the incredible Sean McNamara, opens only in theaters for a limited run beginning September 26th. Visit BAUmovie.com to watch the trailer, learn about Joseph and Rebecca's real-life journey, and find showtimes near you.
For me, this wasn't just a film, it was a reminder that love isn't fragile, love is fierce, love can outlast even the darkest days, and our protagonist's story proved that.
That is beautiful,
Thank
Natasha. BAUmovie.com, September 26th. Watch the trailer on BAUmovie.com. You can learn more, or you can sign up your organization for a group screening. Again, that's BAUmovie.com. Hey, Tosh.
Yes, Moshe?
What percentage of the time would you say our child eats a healthy lunch?
I would say 5%.
0. I'm going to go with the absolute 0. That's why Beam's Kids All-in-One Super Powder is so important, because you just slide it in their water, it tastes really good, and they get it all in one little drink.
Beam Kids is packed with over 40 essential nutrients, including greens, fruits, vitamins, pre- and probiotics, literally everything kids need for healthy growth, strong immune systems, and steady energy throughout the day. Can I tell you something, Moshe?
Yeah, you can.
I take it sometimes.
You drink the beans.
I need all this stuff too.
And you're just a short little gal. You're kind of a kid on your own.
Also, 87% less sugar than the most common low-sugar gummies, and 13 times the nutrients. It's the kind of thing you feel really good about giving your kid.
They've just launched a brand new chocolate chip cookie flavor that tastes like dessert, but it works like a multivitamin. That sounds straight up good. I'm trying to have a chocolate chip cookie drink. What are you kidding me right now?
And now's the perfect time to try it, because Beam is offering an exclusive deal for our listeners. For a limited time, you can get up to 35% off plus 2 free gifts when you go to shopbeam.com/honeymoon and use code honeymoon at checkout.
Beam, no, that's too much of a discount. Well, I just heard back from Beam, and they're saying they're sticking to it. Shop BEAM.com/honeymoon. Use the code honeymoon for up to 35% off plus 2 free gifts. I wonder if one of them is a Bentley. Hey, Tosh.
Yeah, Moshe?
Your body's looking healthy and not like it has debilitating chronic illnesses. Have you been looking into over 100 biomarkers?
You know, I use Function, and I wanted to get ahead of things a little bit.
Function Health. It's like a near 360-degree view to better see what's happening in your body by testing these 100-plus biomarkers, from hormones to toxins to all these different markers of your heart health, inflammation, and stress.
Yeah, it's weird, because when I was young, I was just like, oh, I don't want to look old. But now, I don't really care. It's more about I want to feel good, you know? Like, aging well isn't about looking younger. It's about keeping the systems that matter most in peak condition, things you take for granted.
You could take an MRI through Function. You can get a chest CT scan. You can track all of this information in one secure place over time. It's a way to keep your body on track and make sure you're staying healthy. Function Health is the right thing for you, and it's the right thing for us. Learn more by using our link.
Also, hormones influence how aging unfolds. Men tend to lose muscle mass gradually as testosterone declines, and women may experience a sharp drop in estrogen during menopause, accelerating bone loss and raising cardiovascular risk. So basically, what I've been doing is getting my blood work done, so I can see I'm actually taking testosterone because of my Function Health thing.
I've been noticing you've been very aggro lately.
And I'm also taking progesterone, and I'm also taking estrogen.
All that because you got ahead of it a little bit and tested your levels.
Exactly.
So learn more by using the link. Function, the near 360-degree view to see what's happening in your body. And, by the way, our first 1,000 listeners to sign up get a $100 credit toward their membership. Functionhealth.com/honeymoon, or use the gift code honeymoon100 at sign up to own your health. All right, we got another caller. Who we calling? Priscilla in Austin. Now, Austin's got a lot of very interesting
I'm
things going
excited
on.
to move
Priscilla.
Hey, Priscilla.
in the car.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Is that a real emerald?
No.
Okay, because it is blinging, and it would be very impressive if it was.
This
Thank you.
is
No.
so intimate.
Yeah,
This is.
I do feel like we're way in your
What
life.
parking lot are you in right now?
I'm at a meter.
Are you about to go do Rogan?
Who books that?
No.
All right.
I'm
all right.
picking up my stepdaughter from school in a little bit.
All right, let's get to it. What do you need? What do you got?
I always wanted stepchildren. Seems like that'd be
That
fun.
was your
it.
You
fault.
still could have stepchildren, honey. It's possible.
A girl can dream. All right. So tell us, Priscilla.
I recently got engaged.
Congratulations.
And-
And he gave you a fake emerald.
What a guy. Or girl.
I picked it out. And I don't want to invite my sister to my wedding. And I want to figure out the kindest way to say you can't come because you behaved too badly.
Why does she behave badly, out of curiosity?
For a long time, I thought it was because she was a raging alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
But then 5 years ago, she got sober, and now she still acts badly.
Wow.
See,
That's a rough
because
realization.
That's
because
tough.
I have a brother who is an alcoholic, and he's struggles with homelessness and drug addiction, and he wanted for my wedding, I said, you can come, but I don't want you drinking at my wedding, and so he didn't come. And you don't really have that luxury now, though. So I'm out of answers.
I know. It would have been so simple if she still was a drinker, but
Can I just sidebar and say that I saw Moshe spit one of the nicotine pouches in the receptacle and put a new one in?
why are you doing this? I wasn't on camera.
I know,
She
but I
was
just
saying some really nice
I'm
stuff.
trying to become better friends with her. I'm working on that angle.
It's working.
I want to come back.
Yeah, I think
like
it's
it.
working.
That's really hard. Have you ever seen her at a wedding and it's just been crazy, or you just have the gut instinct, or this is just general PTSD from her behaviors?
I recently stopped talking to her in the past year, except when it comes to our father's health, because of how she behaved at a recent wedding.
Oh,
wow.
What did she do? She was just...
We were sharing a hotel room,
Oof.
and she just was screaming and throwing tantrums. She left the ceremony midway to chain smoke. She's a big, loud crier all of a sudden.
What do you think's going to happen? Have you played it out when she finds out that she's not invited to your wedding?
She's going to call daddy and scream and cry.
She's going to call your father?
Yeah.
And what's your father going to do?
Tell me I have to invite her.
Got it.
What does your fiance think of your sister?
He obviously thinks she's annoying.
He's never met her.
Oh, fuck.
Now, okay, can I ask you one more? Play the tape out. What do you think would happen if she came to your wedding?
I think she will monopolize my dad.
Uh-huh. And you want it to be about you and your day because you're kind of like selfish in that way.
You're one of those brides.
Yeah, one of those brides
Yeah.
that thinks it's about them and not about their sister with the drinking problem.
Me.
Yeah.
Is there any world that you're attracted to the idea of eloping?
Yes, but my fiance said no.
Okay.
Do
Because
you-
that
I'd
is a
like to.
solution.
Do you have other siblings?
Yeah.
And
And
they
they're
would
all
be
invited.
You have to invite them.
No.
Okay.
You don't want to invite them?
They're all my half siblings. I have 3 half siblings.
Oh, so they don't
And,
even expect
Dude,
it.
why throw a wedding if you're not going to invite half your siblings? I mean, it's
Who are you inviting?
I like the rest of my family.
Got it.
What?
well, there's a few things you can do, which I did, which I've talked about before, is no mics at the wedding, no toasts.
Yeah, no toasts.
No toasts, and you have little signs. You don't have a microphone, and you say no toasts. You can also have, for our wedding we just had beer and wine. We didn't have like hard
Helpful.
alcohol. But I do think it would have been more fun to have hard alcohol.
But wait, okay.
Only
But you-
hard alcohol.
You've and Coke.
Coke.
And
Do a lot of
ayahuasca.
Coke. I
For the
know a guy.
fellas. For the
I know a
fellas.
guy.
Okay, wait. You've decided you're not inviting her. That's done. We're done, right?
Yep.
So you don't need advice on how to make it with her possible. You want to figure out a way to tell her that she's not invited, that isn't atomically disruptive. Now, does she know that you're not
Yeah.
speaking to her because of what happened at the last wedding, or is that something she knows that?
She knows.
So it's simple and not easy, but simple. Yeah, don't let those earbuds lose battery right now because I'm about to change your life.
This is big.
This is huge.
This is a big moment. I can tell.
You just tell her, hey, based on what happened at the last wedding, I'm not really comfortable with you coming to this wedding. She already knows the context. She's going to have a temper tantrum. It's not going to untemper tantrum her, but at least it takes away from you the burden of having to be like, generally, I think you suck, and this has been an ongoing thing, and I used to think it was your drinking, but now I realize you're just permanently an asshole. You just go, wedding, bad, I stopped talking to you, that is carrying on into my wedding, I'm not inviting you. I think that's like,
But
it's
then
easy.
what happens when her dad calls her and he's like, you got to invite Charlotte?
Then
Get
she
ahead.
says-
I would tell your dad before you do that.
Ooh,
move,
that's so
too.
good.
I would let your dad know this call's coming.
That's smart.
I do have I on my podcast We're Here to Help. We a lot of times do default to lying.
That's her. You should have her on. That's her
lo-
main strategy.
Yes, I don't hate a lie here.
What's the lie?
The lie here would be we're doing a very small ceremony.
I hate it.
Hold on, Moshe. I'm pretty much done. But
I
still,
hate
hold
you.
on.
I hate you.
And I understand that.
Okay.
I would say we're doing a very small thing, and even if you're inviting some people who she knows, you just say that your husband and you are really culling this list down, and if there are pictures, if there's anything like that, I would maybe push that problem to a little bit later, but maybe it's just the way to get through the hard part, which is the planning, the ceremony. And if she finds out, you just say, we're not really inviting a lot of people. And if your dad's going to be there, that's great. But you're not inviting your half-siblings, it sounds like, right?
No.
So there you go. It's like it's really a tiny thing.
Can
and
you
then if
add
it
to
is
the lie
150
and
people-
say that you're like in therapy and you're really trying to
That's
like
good.
take care of yourself right now, and you've got to have boundaries.
Also, why not? I mean, I know your fiance hasn't met her, but you could also just be like,
Blame
are you
him.
comfortable with me making you the bad guy in this situation? She's a fucking loose cannon. It's not going to be good. And if she comes to you with this bullshit, you just go, look, it wasn't me. Bradley didn't want to do it. What am I to do? 2 keys got to get turned. You didn't get turned because last time you fucking chain smoked during the ceremony.
I know that you're responding to this. I know that you're going to do it. I know you're taking his advice.
She's in Austin.
But
She's
I
a
hate-
fence swinger.
But I hate this idea of lying because the problem with lying is that when the lie
Always
gets
works.
it doesn't though because the lie
90% of the
lie
you're right.
gets exposed and then you've got a new conflict. Although I will give you the credit, if you can push the conflict away from your wedding date, problem solved, right?
I would defer your tax payments. I would just say I'm going to deal with it later on. And look, if she comes to you with a lot of this bullshit, you can. I mean, she fucking was a lunatic. And I think you could potentially say, look, this day just was very special. We were just trying to be really delicate. My now husband, we both nixed some people on our lists. I don't feel great about it.
This
but
is what she should say to her dad, though.
Him
you
some
should say all
old
that to
college
your
roommates.
Yeah.
Me, my sister.
Yeah.
Me, my only actual full biological sister. I mean, it was just there was give and take.
We picked from the bingo ball
Yeah.
thing.
it was a combine that we had to go.
Yeah.
Okay, what about this? Here's an idea. Are you still there? Or are you frozen? You look frozen. Are you there? Uh-oh.
The Wi-Fi in
dad.
Austin's
Just finish
terrible.
telling her, and then it'll be fine.
Okay, why will it be fine? She won't hear it. What do you guys think of this? Don't tell her. Don't invite her.
Yeah.
Don't tell her.
Oh yeah.
Keep the whole thing a secret.
I would.
The dad is gonna talk to everyone. I mean, what do you?
Eventually, he'll call and say, "Are you coming?" Would
Yeah.
he? Tell the dad, I'm inviting her," and then don't.
Well, or I mean, you said you were just nixing the lies.
Yeah, but to fathers, it's different.
If I was gonna do that one, I would try to get the dad on board with the lie too.
He's not doing it.
Well, I
she's
don't know.
gone.
But the dad could be.
Doesn't matter.
The
We
dad
could still
could be
help
on
her.
board
Yeah.
with.
But she won't hear it.
The dad could be on board with the idea that she's getting married and she doesn't want it, her wedding's really important to her. And she doesn't want her sister ruining it.
I would pull the lie. That's what I would do.
You would
I
do the lie. You
would
would
pull
do the lie. I would just make it really simple. I love your idea of calling the dad first. Look, I'm about to call sis, and I'm
Yeah.
about to say I'm not inviting her.
And here's why. Lobby the case.
Lobby it.
And I don't want to hear it from you. It's my
Yep.
day. I've made my decision. We're done.
Yep.
Then you call the
And
sister.
then tell the dad how important it is that he's there. But it does kind of seem like she's triangulating because she wants all the attention from the dad.
What, this person?
Claire.
I mean, I get it, though. It's like it's her wedding. If she doesn't want some chaos agent there, why would she have that person there?
Right.
No, I would definitely. I mean, the last thing you could do is have her there. I would not placate her in any way by having her there. I I like the lie in this situation.
All right. And you,
And if
Natasha?
she comes to you with then you just go, look, you're crazy.
Family's
Tiebreaker?
hard.
What's your tiebreaker?
Family's hard. There's going to be a lot of disappointments. You're going to have to spend a lot of time with people you don't really want to spend time with. And I don't know. It's just part of life, I think.
All right. I got it. Here, you want my, I know she's not here anymore. But
She's not. She's gone.
I will, how about a swing for the fences lie?
Okay.
You don't ever say anything. And when she comes to you, you say, I sent you a fucking invitation and never heard back from you.
No, that could backfire
That is
so bad. What if
such
she
a
calls a
crazy
week
lie.
before the wedding? She goes, great, I'm on my way.
Well, then you don't use. You only employ that lie if, she
If
comes
the
calling
timing is
after.
right. Okay.
Yes. I have a series of time frames for which lie would work
Wait,
best.
you have an advice podcast where you usually
Not
advise
usually,
people
but
to
a-
lie?
Not usually, but a lot of times we will be like, a little baby lie here might help you a little.
Tell
Wait.
us the name of the. I don't think I am comfortable with you promoting an advice podcast on here, but you know what? Because you're our guest, I am. Tell us the name of the
First
podcast.
of all, can I say what tremendous growth that shows?
That's
and
really
you've come
cool.
so far.
You know what else has
Since
shown
your-
a lot of
your
tremendous
hair.
growth is the size of my head.
Thank
actually,
God. It's helped you so much. We're Here to Help is a call-in advice show with my friend Jake Johnson, who you were on Hoops with, and I wrote on that show.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
he's
apologize
so
it wasn't
funny.
great.
You wrote on. Wait, we met before.
Yes.
That was your show.
What? No, not mine. Well, by
That's how
default-
I know you.
Wait, you're
Yes,
Are
it-
you? Is
it-
this okay? This is crazy. You're pretending that you didn't know you'd met before. You before he got here was like, yeah, I remember him as my least favorite writer on Hoops.
Oh
You-
my
she
but it was
said
just-
that.
And that's,
okay, I'm
that
getting
was
back
a bad
at you.
staff.
I'm getting
too,
back
so
at
that's
you.
Really, no, that hurts more. That was a terrible
No,
staff.
it was out of context. You know what I mean?
What a
so
bad
I didn't.
staff.
I didn't realize that you had any individuation.
No,
apart from Hoops.
Thank you, first of all. But it's with Jake Johnson. It is a call-in advice show. We do live calls, and that one is but yeah, we a lot of times are. I mean, we do what you guys do. You kick around a lot of bad ideas to land
To get on a good one.
Yeah, to land on somewhere where they feel comfortable.
You're also. Are you still doing the dollops?
Still doing the dollop,
Dollop's a
despite
great show.
public demand for us to stop. And then I have a third podcast, if you'll
Whoa.
believe it. Yeah.
That's a lot of podcasts.
It's not
that
great.
one?
It's called Next We Have, and it's like a shorter segmented show.
That's the
with-
one I've never done.
Well, you've never.
You're
that-
good at naming.
I did the
things.
dollop.
Is that
kind
right?
Of.
Next we have. I like that one.
Oh yeah, because it's a lot of short form segments.
I
You
kinda
you
did the
the
dollop.
pastime. You know,
Pastimes. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the one we have guests on. I would
Actually,
love for you to come on.
I got a pitch for you that I will give you after this.
Moshe is the only person begging people to do their podcast.
I've never been.
That's great. Great vibe, hon. Bad haircut. Desperate for career accolades.
I'm
I
like
think
you. I'm desperate to be on people's podcasts.
Yeah.
I got this
Moshe
DM
loves
from
it.
Moshe, and I was like, "This is awesome.
This is big.
This is
No,
big." That's what I thought.
think I am inspired that you love it still.
well, it's fun.
What
it's
a good
fun to do.
Well done.
Yeah.
That was a good pivot.
It's a lie, and
That-
I'm able to identify.
I know
this
it's a
stuff.
No,
lie,
it's
but it's
not.
awesome. It was a great pivot.
Where can they find you on the road? Are you going to be places?
I'm
You're
actually-
filming a special soon.
Yeah, October 4th, I'll be filming a special. Finally, someone's doing it. And,
Who is doing it?
I am. GarethReynolds.com
Finally someone.
is filming a special. You could go to my at Reynolds Gareth on social media, Gareth Reynolds TV on YouTube, and
Oh man,
a
Gareth,
lot of nightmarish stuff.
thank you for coming on. Nice
Thank
to
you.
have you. This was super fun.
Thank you,
The
Gareth.
beginning
I'm
didn't
glad.
feel fun. Is it okay?
It was funny and it was interesting and it was worth it.
Thank
and it's
you.
the moment we're in. And I will see you ringside at the Bros Garden
Can't wait.
for
That's
the
gonna
UFC.
be awesome.
Gonna be unbelievable.
Oh, a Trump accent.
I don't like to do
Okay.
it. I do it at the end of podcasts so people will have me back.
Oh, that's
So if you like that,
there's more to come.
well, we'll see.
All right. Well, thank you, Gareth.
Thank you.